And we are back on the Rodriguez Show, and we have a returning guest. The first time he was here was December 2016. He's been at a lot of our events performing live. His name is T0ne. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's good? What's good, man?
Hey.
I'm good. I mean, I'm back, so I'm
Yeah.
happy to be here.
Well, happy to have you back, man. And the new project is called Homegrown. 2 years off, and now he's back with a new perspective on life and music. Homegrown now on all platforms. And let's talk about it, man. What made you return to music after the 2 years?
Man. And so I was still doing music like here and there a little bit. I know I came back to do the third year anniversary for you guys with
Yeah.
audio for early 20s and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I didn't leave it completely, but just when I was there, at Channel Islands at school, it's like there's just no real way to do it. I had no time.
Yeah.
I had a job, 2 jobs, and just so much stuff going on. So I was like, there's no time to really do it for reals.
Yeah.
So, but it feels good though, man. Being back doing it for real, being in the studio, being back with audio, being back with the squad, Orange fam, like just being back with everybody feels real good.
That's tight, man, and that's good. You took some time off to gain some life experience. And how did your perspective on music change in that time?
Man, I didn't want to take it for granted anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I can come back to it, but like it's like being back in it now. It's like I didn't want to take it for granted anymore.
Yeah.
It's just
So now you're pushing it, and you're serious like you've always been, but you're just another level. Do you change? How do you think your music changed now? Like, when you listen back to it, how do you compare it?
way more patient with it.
Yeah.
Way more. And I feel like I'm a little more in tune with the beats and just with the message. It's not just me just trying to spit and flow. It's like me actually trying to tell a story.
Yeah.
Me trying to really like just put out an art. That's the thing. Just trying to put out more art than just lyrics.
Just bars. Yeah.
So.
And I did see that on Homegrown, it's more of a cohesive project, and like you mentioned, the tracks are labeled with dates. What went into what was the process there? Is that just the day you started the song, the day you finished it? What was it?
That was the day that I started it and like wrote to it. And so it's like when the idea first came to my head, like this is a day, and so you kind of get to see like the real perspective of it, like and so forth.
Cool. So it is Homegrown. Does that mean you recorded it mostly at home, or how did that work?
So Homegrown is more like me recording it here in Orange County. This was all Orange County, and so it's just like I said, being back home now, it's just like everything was just a lot easier and made more sense.
Yeah.
And so but it was really just mostly just here in Orange County.
Well, yeah, because you went to school in the Channel Islands, you said, right?
Yeah, it's Ventura County.
Oh, got it.
Rio, like in between LA and Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
So, but it's based off the islands. So.
Oh, got it. Yeah. So it was like you went somewhere else, but now you're back home in Orange County, like you said, Homegrown. And one of the people that you worked with for all this time was Roy Audio. How was it like to work with him again?
Oh man, it's dope.
Yeah.
Honestly, before he had to come up and bring all his equipment, and it's just like, man, it was a hassle, But like now being able to go back to the studio with him, like at his place or somewhere else, it's just like way more cohesive and like way easier for both of us. But it feels good though. That's my guy. Like it's not just producer, and musician. Like he does music obviously as well, as you know very well.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just like being bros, and just really being homies in that sense, where we can just chop it up about anything, but then still get into it with the music.
Yeah. And you feel it, like he's in his own interlude on the project, Homegrown, and then he's also featured on the last track. And there's also somebody else featured on the track. Can you talk about more about the other person featured on the last track?
Yeah, that's my dude FaZe, and so he's part of FAM, which is between Roy Audio, FaZe, and Great ACs, and so that's they're the ones who really got me really into music in that sense of like doing it for reals.
Yeah,
like, I was doing it back in high school, and I've been writing since I was 8, but like really seriously, like hey, like this is a place you can come through at this time, get into the studio, lay it down, edit it, master it for you and everything. And so as a group, they're really cool for me. But FaZe, he's my guy. He's the guy who has more of a melodic flow. Anytime we need a melody in the crew or anything, we go to him first because he has it locked down. And so that's the guy. He actually down. Exactly. And so he did a lot of the melodies for Damage Is Done actually. And so it's just we had to get him on at the end. It was really special.
It was a very beautiful ending to the entire project. And so speaking of it, Homegrown, it's all on all platforms right now. What do you think is the hardest track to make on there? And I'll pull up the track list so I can look at it too.
Uh, Probably I'll wait.
Yeah.
Just because that was more of me getting more into my artistry, not just rapping and trying to flow, but me actually trying to have an actual melody with it, trying to have an actual message. Because it was just such a different beat than what I'm accustomed to.
Yeah.
I'm more kind of just I mean, I guess you say conscious rap, like trap, whatever you want to say about it. That's what I usually do. But going to this was kind of a little more poppy,
a little more slowed down, yeah, like
exactly.
R&B vibe,
So a little more R&B vibe, exactly. And so it's just trying to catch that at the right point, at the right time. Kind of got me stuck for a little bit, but when I got it,
it worked. Yeah, I like the track. I like that one, and I like Damage Is Done the most. I think those are the ones. And then, of course, like the first two tracks, you got bars like usual, So what is there a favorite you have out of all of them?
Definitely pushing it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Like the moment Audio sent me that, I was like, "This is it."
This is
it actually took me a little while to write too, as well.
Yeah,
I was like, I knew how special it could be, and so I had to come correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like Audio, sometimes he challenged me. He's like, "Hey, like here's a beat," and I listened to it. I'm like, "Man, like you really want me to like rip this?" And like, all right, like I'll give my best shot. You know what I'm saying? And when I catch it, it's like that's it. Like it's over. Like I catch it and I just ride with it. And so definitely pushing it, because it's like me, kind of like my letters to everybody saying like, this is me. Like I'm back at it. I'm taking it seriously. We're pushing limits, or pushing expectations. I'm not the same kid who made IBIF 5.5 years ago. Like I'm actually here doing this for real. So yeah, definitely pushing it.
Well, we see the evolution, and we're excited to see where else you go. So in your musically, where you're going to release more things this year in terms of music?
Definitely. And so I'm actually on this platform called Loom. And so pretty cool. And I won't say too much about it, because obviously they ain't paying me for marketing right now. I mean, hey, I love
they gotta cut the check.
Definitely something. But it's actually a really cool platform where you can be a bunch of different independent artists. And so there's a couple of dudes who send me some beats, and we're gonna kind of chop it up and see what we can do. Cool. So I'll keep it at that. But myself though, definitely more on the way. Yeah. I think that we'll be actually doing a bonus tracks to Homegrown.
Oh, nice.
Because there's a couple of other tracks on there featuring some other artists, the OC, who I gotta put on here. I gotta let y'all hear it. And then possibly an R&B album during cuffing season, so November to December, just kind of like a little bit.
Nice. Well, that's exciting that you have all this year planned out, and like we said, we're looking forward to everything that you got for us. And yeah, hopefully later in the year we'll be able to meet up in the studio, and you'll do another live performance like back in the day. Like,
love to, man. I am so down. Like for real. Like, let me know anytime I'm down, man.
Cool, man. Well, we'll definitely get something going this summer. Follow him on Instagram at wild_tone with a 0T0NE. And Homegrown is a project like we've been talking about. We're gonna play some tracks off of that. So let's get into it. Thank you so much for calling in, man. It was good to catch up with you.
Absolutely, man. Anytime. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, let's get into it on The Rodriguez Show. Take it away, Mondo.